For today's lesson, we will be learning about the area of compound shapes. Today's lesson is on the area of compound shapes. Today's objective: by the end of the lesson, students will be able to calculate the area of compound shapes consisting of rectangles and triangles. By the end of the lesson, students will be able to calculate the area of simple compound shapes consisting of today's topic is area of compound shapes. So our warm-up exercise. So calculate the area of this rectangle. Before we begin, or before you calculate the area of this rectangle, what is the area of the formula for the area of a rectangle? What is the formula? For those who are saying base times, okay, base times right over here. Good, so majority of you would have gotten it. The area of this triangle is length times width. So our length, therefore, is 8 centimeters and our width is 3 centimeters. So what is 8 times 3? Now that we're calculating the area, you must remember the units must be squared. The metric units must be squared. Good job. So 8 times 3 equals 24 centimeters squared. The area of this rectangle is 24 centimeters squared. Good job, everyone who said 24 centimeters squared. How about the area of this triangle? What is the area of a triangle? Yes, the area of a triangle is half base times height. So to calculate the area of this triangle, we're going to say half times 5 times 3. Now we know 5 times 3 equals 15. Now what is a half of 15? I notice a lot of you were just telling me that the area of this triangle is 15 centimeters squared. You forgot to tell me what is a half of 15. A half is in the formula to calculate the area of a triangle. Therefore, our answer is 7.5 centimeters squared. If we were to divide 15 by 2, we would have gotten 7.5. Okay, compound shapes. Compound shapes are made up of more than one shape. To calculate the area of a compound shape, 1, break it up into separate shapes. 2, calculate the area of each shape. 3, then add the areas. So I'll repeat the steps again. Break it up into separate shapes, calculate the area of each shape, then add the areas. So let's take, for example, Let's take, for example, this question right here. So we know that the area of a rectangle is the length times the width. So let's separate our shapes. So we have A and we have B. So this is A and this is B. No, you do not have to write this. So what is the area of rectangle A? What is the area of shape A? So shape A is length times width. The area of rectangle is 7 times 2. Good job, which is 14 centimeters squared. Now, what is the area of rectangle B? Don't forget to put your metric units squared, please. Good job, Smith, Pinder, Colin, Morley. Good job. Okay, so the area of rectangle, what operation must we perform to calculate the area of compound shape? Good job, Pinder. Notes. Good job. So majority of you would have said addition. Okay, now what are we adding? We are adding nodes. Okay, nodes. Good. Good job, Ricardo Simmons. We are adding the two areas. And the two areas, therefore, is 14 centimeters and 16 centimeters. Now, what is 16 plus 14? What is the sum of 16 and 14? Check your answer, Maki. Yes, the sum of 16 and 14 is 30. So therefore, the answer, area of this compound shape equals 30 centimeters squared. Okay, let's try this question here where we have a triangle and a rectangle. Now, the area of a triangle equals half base times height. The area of a rectangle equals length times width. So A, therefore, is our first shape, which is a triangle. Now, we know the formula for the area of a triangle equals half base times height. So what is the base and what is the height? What is the base of Good job. The base is 10 centimeters. And the height, what is the height? We're talking about the perpendicular height now. Good job. The height is 1 meter. So we're going to say half times 10 times 1. What is 10 times 1? Good job, everyone who said 10. Now, what is a half of 10? Good job to all of those that would have said 5. So the area of our triangle equals 5 centimeters squared. Good job, Boros. Equals 5 centimeters squared. Good job, Taylor. Now let's move on to our next shape. Our next shape is a rectangle. We know that the area of a rectangle is the length times the width. What is the length and what is the width? Good job, Marshall. Check your answer, Smith. Good job, Cement. Good job, Rainin. Check your answer, Maxon. Good job, Pablo. Good job, Judah. Elizabeth, this is a rectangle, darling. So we're only saying that the area of a rectangle is length times width. We do not have to find the half of the length and the width. Half of the length times the width. Good job. So we're only multiplying 6 times 10, or 10 times 6. We're only multiplying 10 times 6. And 10 times 6, yes. 10 times 6 equals 60 centimeters squared. Now that we are multiplying by 6 and not 7 because we would have already separated our shapes. You have a triangle at the top and a rectangle at the bottom. 7 centimeters, however, is the total length of the compound shape. As you can see, the perpendicular height of A is 1. So if we want to find out basically the length, if we want to find out the width of our rectangle, which is B, we're going to say 7, which is the total length of the compound shape, the total width of the compound shape. We're going to say 7 subtract 1, which will give us 6. So we're not using 7. 7 would be, yeah, we're not using 7, we're using 6 because we would have already divided our shape. Okay, so now we're going to say, what is the area of the compound shape now? What is the area of the compound shape? Good, we're going to say 5 plus 60, which equals 65 centimeters squared. Good job to all of you who said 65 centimeters squared. Okay. Calculate the area of this compound shape. Now we have two. Now we have two shapes. Two rectangles. So what is the area of rectangle A? What is the area of rectangle A? Yes, the area is 18. I notice a lot of you are saying 8 times 3 equals 24, but let's look at our shape A. This vertical line Okay, let's look at, can everyone see the spotlight right here in rectangle A? Can everyone see the spotlight in the rectangle A? We have a rectangle is the length times the width. So 3 centimeters would be the length and 6 centimeters would be the width. 6 centimeters would be the length, sorry, and 3 centimeters would be the width. All of this here is 8 centimeters. However, our rectangle, we would have split up our shapes. Therefore, all of this would have been 8 meters, sorry, 8 meters. And we would have said 8 subtract 6 is 2 meters. So this little piece down here is 2 meters. All of this is 8 meters. And we're using the 6 because we was already separated our shapes. We cannot use 8 because 8 is the total length. But since we would have separated our shapes, this portion here in rectangle A equals 6 meters. Sorry, it's supposed to be 6 meters. Equals 6 meters. And this little portion here equals 2 meters, okay? So 6 times 3 equals 18 meters squared. Now, what is the area of rectangle B? Okay, 8 times 2 equals 16 meters squared. Now that we would have found the area of rectangle A and the area of rectangle B, what is the area of this compound shape? Check your answer, Jenny. What are we adding? Check your answer, White. We are adding, yes, we are adding 18 meters squared and 16 meters squared, and Miller. Okay, the area of this compound shape is 34 meters squared. Okay, so let's practice some more. Let's practice some more. Let's look at shape A. Let's look at shape A. Let's look at shape A. What is the area of shape A? Okay. Shape A's area is 10 centimeters squared. Okay, now what is the area of shape B? Okay, so the area of rectangle B is 20 centimeters squared. Now, what is the area of this compound shape? Everyone, for recap, once we would have found out the area of the separate shapes, we are going to add them together to to find out the area of the compound shape. So when we add 10 plus 20, we would have gotten 30 centimeters squared. Okay, good job. So let's try question B. Okay, now what is the area of shape C? What is the area of shape C? Okay, good job to all of you who would have said 32. Now, in shape D, can someone explain to me how we got 2 centimeters? Can someone explain to me how we got 2 centimeters? Explain to me, because we had a missing side. Our missing side is 2 centimeters. Good job, Shinara. Okay, Louis, it's subtraction, yes. But what did we subtract? Good job, Penda. Yes. Jua, is it? Okay, so we would have subtracted we would have subtracted 4 centimeters. We would have subtracted 4 centimeters right here from 6 centimeters. If you look, this is a vertical line. 6 centimeters is a vertical line and 4 centimeters is a vertical line. So to find this little piece right here, this side right here, we would have said 6 subtract 4, which will give us 2. Good job. Now, what is the area of D? Area, Francois. Okay. So D, therefore, is 8 centimeters. And a lot of you would have already told me that the area of this compound shape equals 40 centimeters squared. Okay, let's move on to question C. When you add 30, in question B, when you add 32 centimeters plus 8 centimeters, the total area of this compound shape equals 40 centimeters. Okay, now we're moving on to question C. We're moving on to question C. What is the area of rectangle E? Okay, so we have a missing side. Now, I need you to tell me how can how can we calculate our missing side? Okay, 10 subtract 7. Good job, good job. 10 subtract 7. Good job. 10 subtract 7 equals 3 centimeters. Good job, everyone who said 10 subtract 7. Now that we have our missing side, what is the area of shape E. The area of E equals 21 centimeters squared. We would have said 7 centimeters times 3 centimeters equals 21 centimeters squared. Now, what is the area of F? Good job, Leanna. And roll. Good job, Marshall. Don't forget, the metric units are to be squared. Okay, Etienne, what is the product? Okay, so the area of F equals 30 centimeters. 21 plus 30. Good job, Lentina. 21 plus 30 equals 51 centimeters squared. Let's move on to D. What is the area of G? Okay, we are calculating the area of G. The area of G, yes, it is 5 times 2 at 10, and 5 times 2 equals 10 centimeters squared. Good job, everyone who said 10 centimeters squared. Now let's move on to H. Okay, Roger, good job. The compound area is that answer, Roger. Let's move on to H. What is the area of H? Total, that is the area of the compound shape. Good job to everyone who said 25 centimeters. Now we are going to add 10 centimeters plus 25 centimeters to give us the area of the compound shape. The area of this compound shape equals 35 centimeters squared. Now I want to applaud all of you who have been answering the questions A through D correctly so far. It is showing me that you are learning. You are retaining knowledge. Good job. Okay, we have 2 more questions. We have 2 more questions. So it says extension, calculate the area of the compound shapes below. Okay, let's start off with A. We remember that the area of a triangle is base times height half base times height. Half base times height. So we're going to name this I, this is our triangle, we're going to name this shape. Now, our triangle I, how can we find out the base? How can we find the base of triangle I? What are we going to do? How can we find the base of triangle I? Good job, Pinder, Anderson, and Sands. We're going to say 15 subtract 8 centimeters. 15 centimeters, subtract 8 centimeters, which is 7 centimeters. Now that we have the base of our triangle, we can go and calculate the area of this triangle. What is the area of this triangle? Okay, so Pablo, what is half? The height is 13 centimeters. The height is 13 centimeters. Okay, so we would have said 13 times 7, which gives us a product of 91. Half of 91, therefore, equals 45.5. Now, what is the area of J? Good job, McCarty. What is the area of J? And Carrie. So yes, it is 104 centimeters. And the area of our triangle is 45.5 centimeters squared. Now the area of this compound shape, what is 104? What is 104 plus 45.5? Okay, good job, everyone who said 149.5 centimeters squared. Okay, thank you all for being interactive.
Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to today's phonics lesson, long vowel I. Today you will 1. Identify that the vowel patterns I silent E and I consonant silent E say the sound of long vowel I. 2. Decode and spell words with long vowel I. 3. Write long vowel I words in the correct context. Boys and girls, do you remember the long vowel rule? Can you read along with me? When a word has 2 vowels, usually the first vowel says its name and the second one is silent. Very good, boys and girls. Now go ahead and sing along.
When 2 vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. In boat you hear the O and not the A. In meat you hear the E. The A sits quietly. The second vowel you see, but you don't say.
Just the 2 of us together in train and pail and rain. The A speaks up, the I does not. But let me explain. When 2 vowels go walking, the first one does the talking.
In brain you hear the A, but not the I. In soap the O is clear. The A you'll never hear. In say you say the A, but not the Y.
But
isn't it neat?
But
It can't be beat.
but
It's such a dream. Don't mean to boast, but here's a toast. We're quite a team.
When 2 vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. I'm sorry, number 2, it's such a shame. Although it gives you pain, the rule is very plain. When 2 vowels walk, the first one says its name.
but
Yes, when two vowels walk, the first one says its name.
Bike, like, hike. Can you read these words along with me? Bike, like, hike. Boys and girls, how are these words the same? Yes, they are rhyming words, and they all have the long vowel I. Can you read the next set of words with me? Light, bite, book. Can you tell me the two words that rhyme? Yes, light and bite. Very good, boys and girls. Now, can you read the last set of words with me? May, tie, lie. Which two words rhyme? Yes, tie and lie. Very good, boys and girls. These letter patterns spell the long vowel I. They say I. I, silent E, says I. I, consonant, silent E, says I.
Hey, listen up, kids. The long vowel rule is I before E. I'll take you to school. I-E, as the pair makes the long I sound, it says I. I-E, as a pair makes a long vowel sound, it says I. If a consonant is between the two vowels, it still says I. If a consonant is between the two vowels, it still says I. I-E says I. I-E says I, consonant E says I, consonant E says I.
Good job, boys and girls. Now it is time to read. You can do it. Remember, the first vowel always does the talking. It says its name. The second vowel is silent. Drum and strum. Directions. Say the sounds of the picture as you pretend you are beating on the drum. Then blend the sounds together as you strum on your guitar. I, lie. Now it is your time, boys and girls. Very good. Can you do it with me? Tide. Wow, I can't wait to hear you blend this word. Excellent job, boys and girls. Can you do it with me? Pipe. Excellent job. Good job, boys and girls. Let's do it again. Fried. Good job, boys and girls. Good job, boys and girls. Let's do this one together. Dried. Okay, boys and girls, You ready? I'm lime. Good job, boys and girls. Are you ready? Let's go. I'll, file. Excellent, boys and girls. Just one more word. You ready? Full eyes. Full eyes. Flies. Boys and girls, you make me so proud. Here is a rhyme for you to read. As you read, pay close attention to the long vowel I words. Are you ready? Let's read. Mike sat on his bike. He went on a hike. His pal had a pie. Mike said, "Give me some pie, or I will die." What a lie. How many long vowel I words did you read? 6? Very good, boys and girls. Did anyone find any words that rhyme? Bike, Mike, hike. Very good. Pie, die, lie. Excellent. It is independent work time. See it, write it. Directions. Get out a paper, pencil, or marker, and an eraser. Draw boxes to match the boxes below the picture. Look at the picture and write the sound you hear for each letter in your boxes. Don't forget the silent E. When you are finished, please let an adult check your work. Excellent job, grade 2. Let us end our lesson with the long vowel I rule chant. But before you go, do not forget to complete the worksheet at the end of this video. Are you ready? Let's go.
Hey, listen up, kids. The long vowel rule is I before E. I'll take you to school. I-E, as a pair makes a long I sound, it says I. I-E, as a pair makes a long vowel sound, it says I. If a consonant is between the two vowels, it still says I. If a consonant is between the two vowels, it still says I. I-E says I. I-E says I. I consonant E says I. I consonant E says I.